welcome to Create and Bake. I'm Bridget.
And I'm Kelly.
And today we are making white cup mug cakes. So what we did is we're decorating white mugs for mine is Valentine's Day.
And mine is St. Patrick's Day.
And then we're making mug cakes in them, red velvet decorated, and
white vanilla frosting. Vanilla
on vanilla with
yes.
the frosting colored green.
Yeah.
So now we're gonna show you how to make it all.
So first we're gonna start out with our white mugs. Make sure they are oven safe because that's the best idea. And then next.
So we both have our white mugs. You also need Sharpies. Now that we told you what we need for this half of our project, let's go ahead and start decorating. How are you gonna start yours? Pastel though, be careful. It's a lot lighter. When I did it on my Christmas one, I couldn't see the pastels.
Yeah, me neither.
So it's pretty hard. So deep colors and bright colors. So we're using this half mostly. This one is a little bit harder to see when you use it. It is. Some of them are possible, but it's a little more difficult.
I would say like dark pastel shades work nicely. Like these two I used on my Christmas one for a Christmas present, and they turned out pretty nice.
This one, you really can't see at all.
Yeah.
So I would recommend stick with the deeper colors. I'm going to be using these purples and red and maybe a pink from over here, but probably not. I'm going to start with a nice maroon colored heart.
Okay.
What are you going to start with?
Gonna start with I never knew what this was called, but we'll just start with it anyway.
Aw, that heart sucks.
Can I show them yours really quick?
Mm-hmm.
So, if you can see the bleeding right there, that when I experimented with the Christmas ones, that kind of left. So if it looks weird to you right now, don't worry, it will look fine after we bake it. It'll look a lot better because the colors will kind of fade together. So
I think I'm going to do a cute saying instead of St. Patrick or Happy Valentine's Day. I think I'm going to do something like be mine or, you know, I don't know, but something cute.
Something like that.
Like, you know, the little sweethearts, how they have little sayings. I think I might do one of those on there. So we're going to skip to when we're about done, and we'll see you then. So we're back. We finished decorating. Notice this towel. A couple mistakes along the way, so since we're using Sharpie, if you get to it quick enough, even though it is Sharpie Impermanent, if you get to it quick enough while it's still slightly wet with a little wetness either from your finger and your tongue or a little rag and some water, you can kind of wipe it off. You just gotta be careful and quick. But so my cup ends up looking like this. Here's some warm fuzzies, bunch of hearts. Caution, may be hot, and love struck. Tried to put some purple in there because I like purple more than pink, but overall it's mostly pink, maroon, and red.
Mine, I did St. Patrick's Day, and I put Happy St. Patrick's Day down there in a little cloud because I was thinking the sky because of the cauldron and the gold with the rainbow, because like follow the rainbow and find the gold. I said it's my lucky day because if a human finds it, they're like, yay, and yeah. And then I did my horrible four-leaf clover, but that's okay, and a coin. So that's about it.
So now that we're done decorating, we're going to go put them in the oven for half an hour at 350 degrees. I'm going to take it out and let it cool, probably for at least an hour because it is ceramic and it will be hot. And then after that, we're going to make our cake in a mug. Our mugs are done baking. We let them sit for at least an hour, and some of it's a little bit lighter than how we drew it on, but that's okay. It's what we expected. So now we're gonna make our mug cakes. And I'm gonna do a red velvet cake.
And I'm gonna do a vanilla cake.
And these recipes are to make 2. So we're gonna do 1 in our mugs that we decorated and then 1 in just another mug. And we're gonna go ahead and get started. The recipes are slightly different, but overall very similar. So I'm gonna start with 1 egg and 3 tablespoons of vegetable oil.
I'm gonna start with 2 tablespoons of butter. And then I'm gonna put in 1 egg and stir.
So I'm mixing up my egg and my vegetable oil. And then I'm gonna add my food coloring since it's red velvet. So I've got red and magenta. So I need 1 tablespoon of red food coloring. So I'm gonna combine them to make a cool color. So I'm gonna go ahead and stir that. 1 tablespoon, correct? Yes. No, 1 teaspoon. I'm sorry, it's 1 teaspoon.
Okay, now I'm gonna put in my 2 tablespoons of milk and a teaspoon of vanilla.
And there's my red. And now my magenta. And it's gel food coloring, so it's a little difficult to get out, so I'm just scraping it. Probably just gonna use my finger.
Should I move on to the sugar?
Yes.
Okay, so in mine I put in 1/4 of a cup of sugar, so I'm just gonna use this.
And now we're gonna get my finger's pink now.
Okay.
Okay.
Now I'm just gonna whisk it in again.
You could also use this recipe and make blue. Okay, so now my finger's a little pink, but oh well. It'll wash off later. So I'm also gonna add in my buttermilk. So I've got 3 tablespoons of buttermilk. My 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract.
And I'm gonna start on my 4 tablespoons of self-rising flour. The self-rising is very important.
You have 6 tablespoons, don't you?
Yes.
Okay, that's a 1/4 cup and 2 tablespoons.
Okay.
And I'm gonna add my 1/4 cup sugar. We put our sugar in this tin. I just did my 1/4 cup of sugar, so I'm gonna mix it all together now.
And I'm gonna start on my 6 tablespoons of self-rising flour.
Which is also 1/4 cup and 2 tablespoons. You can do it either way. She's got a tablespoon in her hand, so it's easier that way.
You can get it out of the thing.
Oh, and I cleaned it from the red food coloring. So now that I've mixed all my first set of ingredients, I'm gonna add my 2 tablespoons of unsweetened cocoa powder, my 1/4 cup of flour, and my pinch of salt, and my 1/4 teaspoon of rice vinegar. So I just did the salt, now I'm gonna do my flour. Mine's just a 1/4 cup, so.
I'm on my 4th tablespoon.
Alright. And then I need a 1/4 teaspoon and 2 tablespoons.
Now I'm just gonna mix mine in.
1, 2, and what was it? 1/4 teaspoon of rice vinegar.
And that is all my ingredients. So I'm going to stir until smooth.
And lastly, I'm just gonna add my pinch of salt. So I'm just gonna get a pinch. And put it in. My pinches aren't that big, so I'm just gonna get a tiny one after that one and add a little bit more. And now we're just gonna stir until smooth, and we'll see you guys soon.
Alright, so we're just about done stirring up our batters. They're about smooth, close enough for us. So we're going to clean up table, put away our extra stuff, and grab our other mugs, and then we'll start pouring. So we've cleaned up the table, got our mugs, and now we're going to pour. You want to pour about halfway up into each cup because it does rise. And you want to put it in the microwave for about 1.5 to 2.5 minutes. And what is it, 30-second intervals after that?
Yes.
And then we'll decorate. Yeah, just about poured.
I want to say that's half. Is that half? Does that look about half to you?
We're decorating our cakes. We went ahead and made our cream cheese frosting. We'll have a link to that down below. So we ate a little bit of it because it tastes really good.
It does.
But we got enough for what we need. We're only making for me, my 2 mug cakes. For Kelly, she's doing it with our store-bought. It's going to be dyed green.
Well, green teal.
Yeah, so she's going to do that. She's going to get a little bit of cream cheese in her because we're just going to share spatulas. She might use a spoon instead. We're not sure yet.
Yeah.
But it tastes good, so who cares?
So our base, if I can open it.
And we use star tips. So she's got a star tip as well. So she's going to go ahead and make her green teal color.
Yeah.
While I start decorating a little bit. I'm going to play with sprinkles while she plays with frosting.
Okay, so I'm going to start with just scooping it out into my little bowl right here. Oh my gosh. Oh, yeah, and...
hers we filled a little extra.
Yeah.
Oops, coming off the top. And I'm going to pipe it like whipped cream on a coffee or a hot cocoa.
She really liked it. She was like going to the edge of
I think it's the butter and the powdered sugar.
Yeah. So I'm gonna use green.
I don't want this much though.
I'm using gel food coloring too because it's just a little bit easier.
It's also the only thing we could find.
Yeah.
I haven't been able to find the normal liquid drops for the last 3 years.
Yeah.
They still exist somewhere.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna start with the green.
And like my fingers.
So gel is really strong in what I've seen as white frosting. So this one actually seems to be coming out much more pastel than I thought it was going to. So I think I'm gonna add maybe a little bit more green.
Like I said earlier, I like purple much more than I like pink. So I'm gonna start with some purple sprinkles. Some sanding sugar from Williams-Sonoma. It's a jar. Williams-Sonoma's a little expensive, but we splurged. It was Christmas time. It was on sale. If you want it, they have a lot of different colors. So they do have a really good option, but we also have got the normal store, Safeway brand. It's just multicolored sprinkles. Got all the colors. It's got purple in here too. But we wanted to use these. We just opened them today. So we thought it'd be fun.
Okay, now I'm going to add a little bit of teal. I'm only going to start with a little bit because I want the more green because we're going for St. Patrick's Day.
So we'll put that on one side and the other. I'm also going to be using the silver.
Okay, so we're just going to squeeze.
And that'll be red.
So for this one, it squeezes out a lot and it's a neon pack. So I'm just going to do 2 because this one seems to be really strong as I've used this cake before.
These sprinkles are a little thicker.
Yeah.
And they taste like sugar.
Oh yeah, that's the color I was going for. So I was kind of going for blue because to me green is a little bit just bland. Like if I was just to do green for everything.
Red.
So it's turning a little bit more blue, which I'll add a little bit more green. But I was aiming for a forest teal blue, so that's good.
I like it.
That looks pretty. Which is, it just makes it easier.
Yeah, it's easier to fold it so that way when you pop it up, see, I had a lot in mine, so mine came out the top anyways. But in most cases, if you fold it like this, when you unfold it to actually use it, you don't have it getting all over your fingers, unless you have more in the bag than needed.
Or if you also have a professional kit, you could use that too.
See, this is actually from a disposable kit. It's very cheap and easy to find. Grocery stores sell it all over the place.
Yeah. That's that.
And that's how much we've done.
Yeah. I wasn't going to do a lot because I'm only doing the one.
No, you're doing two.
Well, yes, I'm doing two, but not on camera today.
See, this is how much comes out of the cream cheese frosting recipe that we used. So you may want 2 bags when you do it, and you may want to be doing more than 1 mug cake.
Yeah.
Or 2. Because I'll probably still have extra.
Or just cut the recipe in half. Cutting the recipe in half is a very good idea too.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's a little bit skinnier of a tip than I thought it was going to be, but that's okay. And we'll just pipe a lot on there. Maybe do a design.
I asked if you wanted the large or the medium or the tiny. You said medium.
So I'm just going to go for the same thing.
Oh, yours is shorter.
That's okay. Maybe go for...
Filling it in
Yeah.
different ways.
Yeah. I actually really got into piping a couple days ago, and I've just been trying different techniques with our different recipes.
There's a lot of cake in this one.
Yes, there's a lot.
Cream's warranted.
Yeah, so I was just trying a lot of different techniques. Yeah.
All right, sprinkles. Go.
Sprinkles. So for me,
Purple doesn't work.
Yeah. So
She could also do the whole rainbow because she's got the rainbow in her cup.
yeah, but I'm gonna go for silver because
Ooh, that's pretty cool.
yeah. I've done these two together before and they look really good. Obviously not these sprinkles, but the same color.
Yeah, we
scheme.
opened them today.
Yeah.
Did you want any yellow for your
Yes.
pot of gold that you drew in?
Yeah. That's a good idea.
Well, I was gonna say blue because that was kind of yours. Yeah, I like gold.
I like the gold too.
Maybe a little orange.
Orange. I want to go for orange because
Just for the color.
yeah, the pop of color on top makes it look really good.
All right.
So not too much, but just enough. Ooh, that looks really good.
We good? We got everything?
Yes.
All right. So we're just gonna show you how they all look now. We're
Okay.
gonna go ahead and do the other one though. Yeah. We finished decorating, and here's how they turned out. Did silver, purple, and red, and then silver, blue, and purple. Christmas mug, so one a little different.
So for my sprinkles, I did silver, gold, and orange. And then on this one, it was a little bit in there because we didn't have a lot of batter.
And we covered all the cake, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, all the cake's covered.
And I just went crazy on the sprinkles because nothing matches orange for me. So
now we're gonna have a bite.
let's try them.
And we'll see you next time.
I'm creating big.
I'm still in love with the frosting, but it tastes really good too.
I'm gonna put too much frosting because I can't taste the cake.
That's why I dug on places when we get places.
Yeah.
See you next time.